Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video, and today we're going over the pros and cons of my 2018 Mazda CX-3. Let's get into it. So we're going to start off in the back here. So first off, a pro is a lot of space. There's a lot of space. The seats are down right now. Even if the seats are up, there's still, a decent amount of space here. And right now, ignore the mess. I'm going to be going on a road trip tomorrow. Going on vacation for a few days, so ignore the mess and also ignore the plane. But there is so much room in this car. Plenty of headroom. There's more storage under here. I just have this here so I don't break this, but there's additional storage underneath this, and then there's another cubby for the spare tire and everything like that. So plenty of space in the back here. And here I have, with this seat set for the average passenger that's going to be in my car, still plenty of room for bags and stuff like that. Here's a bit of a different view of that gap. Ignore the mess again, but plenty of room here, plenty of leg room, plenty of headroom, and yeah. Now coming to the most important side, the driver's side. Getting into this car, fair amount of leg room for it being a manual, right? The 3 pedals, everything, all that cool stuff, right? It has a decent amount of room, right? I don't feel like I'm crammed in a small space, even though technically I am. Plenty of headroom. I got maybe 4 inches above me today. Goddamn. Assuming I don't have a box in my way, I would have good visibility behind me. The seats are pretty comfortable, surprisingly. Got a little bit of side bolstering to keep you held in, but it's not perfect. But yeah, one pro would be the amount of space that you have in this car. Another pro is the 2-liter 4-cylinder that this car has. It makes plenty enough power for, the size motor and the size car. It makes plenty enough power. A little light on power if you ask me, but I'm not going to complain too much, considering I get about 540 kilometers on a full tank. Can't go wrong with that, and that lasts me 2 weeks. Driving to and from work, and the odd gym run and the odd grocery run. So no complaints about that from me. This car it's honestly a unit, and I love this thing. Another pro coming back inside is, again, the 6-speed manual transmission. That is a factory manual transmission, and there's not too many of manuals like this one on the road today. There's very few. Obviously, there's going to be the Honda Civics and all those other hatchbacks, Volkswagen Golfs that are manual, that are new manual, but you don't see a lot of these. And then again, this is a rare manual. So I guess that's another pro about this car that I like. Now we're going to move on to the cons, the things that I don't like about this car. Number 1, the fact that there is no tint from the factory. No tint. I will be changing that soon, but it is literally fishbowl spec, and I don't like it. I genuinely don't. And another thing that I don't like about this car is the rims. Not those ones. These ones. Hubcap covered steelies. I've never liked these. They never looked good on any car. That's why those are going to go onto those, which are the winter tires for this car. So these rims, I actually like these rims. These ones came off of a 2018 or 2016 Mazda CX or Mazda 3, the hatch. I think it was a 3rd gen, 2nd or 3rd gen. I can't I don't fully remember. I don't know. But I think those rims look so much better. And another thing I don't like, naturally aspirated. And I cannot turbo this motor. There's no way to aftermarket turbo this motor, unfortunately. The stock block can't handle boost. So, unfortunately, this car is going to be stuck naturally aspirated. Unfortunately, but, you know, maybe a turbo car in the future? Maybe? And lastly, there's one more issue that I have with this car, and it's the accident that it was in. I was aware of this when I bought the car, and apparently the accident was on this side, right about in this area here. Rear driver. According to a trusted friend of mine, the accident was there, and it was in December of 2023. Which, it sucks, but honestly, you can't even tell. I didn't even know until like a month and a half ago when that friend kind of looked at my car and said, hey, this is where the accident was. So yeah, that's another bad thing about this car. That my washer fluid light is still on. The sensor's broken. I would need to get that replaced. I'm not worried about it though. But yeah. And the cool thing that I don't like about this car, you can see right now, is all the peeling chrome that's all over this car. And also this little scuffing that I can't get rid of down there. It drives me fucking insane. All this peeling chrome on the knobs and on the steering wheel. It's not good. And I want to chrome delete this car eventually. But that's in the future. But yeah, this has been the pros and cons of an 18 CX3.